Hi, this is keychain with another one of my videos. This is for two of the Super Impulse world's smallest line of tiny arcade machines, and this, as you can see, is Galaxian and Pole Position by Namco. I'll just go around the boxes and show you this, the smallest fully functional arcade game, joystick and button controls, with the keyring featurette on the back, and that does play in the pole position as well. As you can see of one of my previous videos, that I had a modified Frogger that I took the back off and created a dip switch. I will be doing that with these games as well. They do feature multiple machines on the board. Galaxian, I believe, has 4 ROMs on this board, and Pole Position has 2. But we'll have a look at them individually and then I'll tell you what I'm going to do. So we'll move that out of the way for the moment and we'll just focus on Galaxian by Namco. This is either the prequel or the follow-up to Galaga, one of my favourite machines, as I've spoken about in a previous video. So we'll get it out of the box and we'll have a look at it. Right, this is out of the box Galaxian. I'll just show you the side art, which is accurate to the arcade machine. Really very nice, actually. I do like the detailing on the side art. So pretty much all the machines that I've got, and the keyring, of course, which I'll be taking off and removing. It runs on 3 AAA batteries, and the on switch is at the bottom here, so we'll turn that on and we'll have a look at the game in demo mode. There's no volume control, so the volume will be at a higher level immediately from startup. As you can see, a lit marquee, which the Mortal Kombat machine from the last video didn't have, so that's in its favour straight away. And as you can see, with the demo mode, a very good ROM. The screen's nice and bright. It's about 1.5 inches high by about 1 inch across. Okay, the screen might be bigger, and in demo mode, as you can see, it will turn straight off. But let's turn that back on. This is the first time I've literally had it out of the box, so I don't know if there's a time restriction, but we'll start again. Excuse me dropping my hands and modifying it. I'm playing through the viewfinder. Oh, died. But a very clear screen. Really quite impressed with this. The sound is accurate, of course, and quite loud, but died again. But for the purchase price of about sort of £20, which is equal to what the Mortal Kombat is. Yes, it's smaller. Yes, it's a keyring. It's more basic, but I do feel these are worth the money. I really do. And the potential to mod them with relatively simplistic some soldering and just a couple of wires and a dip switch, you're probably adding about £5 to your cost to get it modified, but it will unlock 4 games, as I said, on this board, and they are Space Invaders, Pac-Man, Miss Pac-Man and Galaxian. So you've got, you know, for the sake of £5, you bought yourself 4 of these machines, and obviously they don't want you to know that there are 4 games on the board, but it would have been nice to have maybe an increase in price and actually give you a menu choice to play all 4 systems, such as the arcade 1-up, the 3/4 size arcades are doing at this point in time, where they load multiple machines onto one system. So that's Galaxian. I'll turn that off now and I'll bring in Pole Position. I was really looking forward to this game because it's a driving game. First off, it has a mock wheel on there, as you can see, but it is really just the same thing as the Galaxian. It's a left and right steering, which is not a problem. It's nice of them to create the effect of a wheel look to the aesthetic, and the side art is just brilliant. So we'll get that out and we'll have a look at Pole Position. And we're back. Let's have a look at this. Rather nice aesthetic on the front with the small sticker and the sort of mock coin buttons. The marquee's nice and clean, and the side art, as I said, has really, it's lovely. The side art on that is fantastic. Again, three AAA batteries, three AAA batteries, and the keyring feature, which I'll be removing. So let's turn that on and have a look at that. Immediately goes onto the ROM, and it will demo it for you. There's even some speech in this, so that's nice to see. So let's see it demo. Should scroll through and go into a timed lap attempt. Now, call me biased, but I'm a fan of racing games more than pretty much any other genre. I do like fighting games as well, but it's really lovely to see this. This is, you know, this is an advancement from the classic late 70s with the Pac-Man and early 80s. Yes, you know, it's basic, but let's start the game off. Prepare to qualify. You can clearly see that that's there. It is just left and right, as I say. But for my money, this is water effect will slow you down a little bit. For my money, this is the best of the tiny arcades at the moment. I know there is a Turtles version coming in the end of the year, maybe, based on, you know, you've got to take the coronavirus that's gone into play at the moment, which has delayed things. But I'm really looking forward to that. But I'm very impressed with this. And this will take me to qualifying and see how I've done for the main race. It can't be understated. I'll abandon the race in a moment and move on to my other thoughts. One of the things I've noticed is when you collide with another car, it really does hurt you. You'll drastically drop to the bottom of the pack. Other cars will immediately hit you, as now. You know, you're going to struggle to get your car moving again. So you've lost the race almost immediately as soon as you crash. And you've got to stay away from those cars as you accelerate or gain some kind of momentum. You know, that's not to be put off though. I mean, that is going to give you some annoyance, but at the same sort of time, it's going to make you want to play again and not make the same mistakes. It will punish you for your mistakes. It's your mistake that you crashed. You just want to get better next time, and you know, that's one of the benefits, extended time. So we'll come away from that now. I'll just let the game go. In this board, there are two games on it, which is Pole Position and Rally X. So if you were able to mod the board with, again, another 2-pin dip switch, you can unlock both games. I would have liked that Pole Position had maybe have given you a menu straight off, being there was only 2 in there. You know, for the price, Rally X isn't really anything groundbreaking, so it wouldn't have been any harm for the same price to give you Rally X as a second option in this, or a reward for coming first in the race, a nice little secret unlock. But I can understand that you know, Super Impulse want to make money from each license, so they're going to try and sell you a Rally X version of this game. But yeah, okay, that's just me being you know, wanting more for the money. But the graphics on Rally X are really basic, whereas this is a little more advanced than the Pac-Man games and the, you know, the Defenders and things like that. And I think it's a great step forward. There's potential to open up some of the really good arcades from the sort of mid-80s. Outrun or WEC Le Mans by Coin Army, things like that. You know, Continental Circuits, Super Monaco GP. There's potential. There really is potential with this. This is just sort of the early days of Super Impulse doing the tiny arcades. I believe if they catch on, there's great opportunities to be had. One of the main problems with this pole position for me is that when you start actually racing the game, I don't know whether you noticed, but the amount of volume on this is sort of giving a small power drain to the screen and the marquee based on the amount of data going through the board. Maybe, I don't know if it's, you know, there's clearly something where you can almost see a flashing or a flicker when the game starts. It's a niggle. It's not a hindrance. It doesn't affect the game once the game is actually in movement. But it's something that should have been addressed. Maybe it's just my one. I don't know. Either way, I'm really happy with this. For all its shortcomings, you know, it's a game which I will come back to time and time again. Try and not make the mistakes, try and win the race, try and improve my times. It does let you enter your name onto the high score table. And in my opinion, £20, worth it. It isn't available in the UK. I had to import it from the States, so it cost a little bit more. You know, maybe a 10 or something like that. So it probably cost around 30. For my money, is £30 for this one game worth it? Some people would say no. I see, you know, potential for this game, and I think yes, you can mod it. There is room to maybe put an Arduino in there or a very small Raspberry Pi Zero, and again mod it to make it more than it is. I've even seen people mod this and put Dragon's Lair, for goodness sake, in this on a ROM. You wouldn't believe it, but I've seen people do it. So in my opinion, the Super Impulse tiny arcades are really worth having. I would remove the keyring, and I certainly would mod it, but even if it's just, you know, on the shelf or side by side with the other machines in the line, they really are worth having. They look great on any shelf, you know, in your room like this, you know, a PC desk or something like that. They're a novelty. They work. They're worth having. I would certainly say so. So they do get my recommendation. They do get my thumbs up. Pole position is a fave, but Galaxian, really strong arcade play on that one as well. Thanks for watching. Please share, like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care.